Within less than a month, DDG has gone from a mid to bottom tier streamer in terms of subscribers to one of the top 5 most subscribed streamers, sitting among names like Queso, Jinxie, and Hitathon. So how do we get to this point? Many of you who watch my channel have heard the name DDG more times than you can count fingers, as he's had beef with many notable creators. But for those who don't know DDG's story, he's a vlogger turned rapper, widely known as one of the pioneers of what was known as the vlog era. Even that short summary doesn't do his career justice, as he's had way more impact than people realize. I suggest checking out my guy Officially Ronnie's video on DDG's come up. After a while, I'm sure DDG felt like he had conquered everything he needed to when it came to YouTube. He built a cult-like fan base with millions of subscribers and took care of his family. This only made him seriously pursue a career in making music, a goal of his for some time now.
I always been around it. My dad was an engineer in my hometown. I used to make songs. I got songs when I was like 5. And then as I got into YouTube and I got bigger and bigger, I started making a lot of money. And then I got into that diss track era. So then I was like, okay, this low key moving. And I knew I could rap. Like I always knew I could do music. I used to battle rap in high school, middle school, like at lunch and I always knew I had the skill to rhyme. Then the diss track era really kind of segued me into this career.
DDG was putting out music throughout his entire YouTube career at this point, achieving numerous gold and platinum certifications while collaborating with notable artists like NBA Youngboy, Gunna, and Blueface. This brings us to the recent approach that DDG has taken to further grow his musical brand. Sometime around a few years ago, DDG started to stream consistently, doing reactions, gaming, and other segments. He still did his vlogs on the side, with that being his bread and butter when it came to content creation. This would continue on and off until recently when he got inspiration from streamer Blackboy Max, who had a streaming event where he committed to streaming for an entire year.
With the consistency, I got that inspiration from Max. You know, Blackboy Max.
Yeah, Blackboy Max.
Because he was like, I'm a stream every day for a whole year.
You did it for a whole year?
And been going every day. No, he's doing it now. So ain't miss a day in like 80 days.
That's cap.
I'm like, man, if he can do that, I could do that, bro. I gotta try to go every day with this. So I was like, let me try it.
Seeing what Max was doing with his 365 days on top of his famous segment known as In the Booth, where he brought various rappers on to create music, DDG put his own spin to this, announcing a 7-day streaming event known as the Hitathon. The point of the Hitathon was to showcase his process of working on his new album, allowing his viewers to participate in the process. Now, the framework for this event was nothing short of impressive because of how the current landscape of the music industry is leaning more towards building a community, with content creation being an essential tool. But DDG still had to deliver, and he did more than just that. And it all starts with, number 1, consistency. As I just mentioned, DDG said that he was inspired to stay consistent with streaming after seeing Blackboy Max stream for 365 days. He also cites consistency as a foundation to his blow up on YouTube. Back in the peak of his fame during the vlog era, he would upload 3 videos a day, and this set the precedent for his fan base to expect to see him every day like their favorite TV show.
It might sound like cliche or whatever, but it's literally just being consistent. 2017, I was uploading every day.
I've always heard the term out of sight, out of mind, and it's very true. In DDG's mind, whether it's being talked about for his music or content or being on the Shade Room, it's necessary for his fans and haters to get some type of content from him, whether good or bad. That's why people have criticized him for allegedly using his son Halo for views, which is stupid because it's his son. He can do what he wants.
All parents do the same. If you look at my mama Instagram, all her kids on there. Why y'all ain't cancel her? You look at my dad Instagram, all his kids. Why y'all don't cancel my parents? But when I do it, because I'm one of the most famous, most lit, most richest black creators in the entire world, it's a problem when I do it though, right?
But living rent-free in the minds of many is important because DDG's rise to Twitch relevancy came off of this very same formula. Also, making the decision to stream every day back in February started the daily grind that most streamers really don't do, especially the established ones. Adding the 7-day, 24-hour Hitathon to the equation, and you have a fan base that already loved him for his daily uploads, now migrating to his streams. Number 2, we got connections. With DDG being an OG content creator, it's allowed him to be ushered into the streaming space with open arms from creators who have kept up with his journey and respect him. There are a good amount of established creators in the space who have grown up watching DDG, from Kai, Speed, Max, the list goes on, and they have connections of their own as well.
And seeing people like Kai, Speed, Max, very selfless and don't got a problem with supporting other people that's trying to do shit, you know. I don't know, it's just really cool to see motherfuckers support me, and Aiden too as well, Tyga.
For DDG to be able to build connections over the years, he had to be relatable. That's why this next point is relatability. I think a big thing that's overlooked is DDG's ability to appeal to various types of audiences. While watching his content, I notice how he collaborates with everyone he thinks his audience will find entertaining or is interested in general, as many streamers do. From celebrities like India Love to artists like DaBaby, Bia, Wiz Khalifa, and Shabuzi. As far as the younger generation of streamers, DDG is always giving them their flowers, while, whether you like it or not, still acknowledges himself as one of the best and most influential of all time.
I would say I'm one of the most influential content creators of all time.
Of all time?
All time.
Why so?
Just me coming from a very regular environment and making it to where I'm at, documenting the whole thing and making it funny and entertaining at the same time. There's so many people that come up to me and be like, man, I've been watching you say this and that, and now I'm a millionaire. I'll be like, oh, that's dope. This generation though, I'd say me, Kai Cenat. See, this last one gonna get me in trouble. I would say Black Boy Max. People would say Speed though, but I feel like Speed is in the lane of like, you can't redo what Speed doing. Only Speed can do what Speed do.
A good example of relatability is if you notice when artists go on Kai or Neon stream, for example, it almost feels like an interview or a talk show. It's no knock to them because they provide another type of entertainment to their viewers. On the other hand, because DDG is a rapper, the vibe is totally different, as he's not necessarily approaching the stream from the perspective of a fan, but as a peer. This provides a unique synergy that can only be matched by a select few streamers like Black Boy Max, for example. But even he may not know the ins and outs like DDG, who has more experience working in the industry. Number 4, hate watchers. I'm sure DDG appreciates his fans that watch him, but I'm sure he appreciates his haters as well. It's no secret that DDG is probably one of the most polarizing creators right now, as his audience is sometimes split 50-50 with love and hate. The hate comes from always being publicly scrutinized for stuff relating to his ex Halle Bailey, beefs with creators like Bruce Drop 'Em Off, Pretty Bird Fredo, and Soul Illuminati, on top of an image that is oftentimes perceived as corny. However, DDG is aware of his image and plays into it heavily. He's a known troll, so this is all a part of his tactic of farming views. So if you see things like quote unquote buying a Ferrari for his son, constantly mentioning old beef, or doing things that garner easy reactions, it's all a part of his plan.
Oh, they say all time subs. Oh, nah. Ain't no way I'm letting this bitch ass nigga have more than me. Bitch ass nigga, DOK till I die. You. Everybody stand for I passed you. DOK, I passed you, Bruce, I passed you, I passed you, I got my notifications on. I won't smoke the moment he log on. I'm on that. I've been fiending. I'm tired of positivity. I want negative. I'm keeping y'all alive. If I stop talking about them, you disappear for life.
Rage bait is a big strategy that he uses, and it's been a part of his brand for years. One view from a hater equals the same amount of engagement from a supporter. Number 5, money. It's no secret that streaming has become very pay to play in these recent years, and I doubt this will ever change, especially with the meteoric rise of Aiden Ross, ishowspeed, and of course Kai Cenat. Gone are the days where you can only desktop stream and expect to blow up fast. Not saying that it's impossible to pave your own way using the traditional method, but if you're looking to reach the pinnacle, it'll be hard to stand out. It's super saturated nowadays, so you have to be different. Nowadays, people are looking for content of the highest quality in whatever way you can provide it. DDG being a multi-millionaire allowed him to invest in higher quality cameramen, streaming setup, and more compared to the average streamer basically right off the bat. Someone who he had inspired many years ago in Kai Cenat became an example of how far you can get when investing in your production. And DDG wasted no time implementing this formula. Just listen to how he came to this conclusion.
You got to spend your money in order to make money when it comes to streaming. This right here, it's a spending game. The more you spend, the more lit you get. Y'all want to know how much I paid for the week? $125.
DDG is experiencing a career renaissance on Twitch, going from having almost 6,800 subscribers on Twitch in February to over 44,000, and is currently ranked number 5 in total subscribers at the making of this video. It's safe to say that he's going crazy, bro. He's going from averaging a little over 5,500 viewers in January to over 13,000 and 11,000 in the next 2 months, having the highest peak viewers of his streaming career in March at almost 95,000 viewers. Twitch even allowed him to change his name to a 3-letter username, which is a rare occurrence. There's no way they're doing that for someone with no motion. It's safe to say that DDG the streamer is here to stay. I believe he would have reached this point eventually because you always have to evolve and grow to stay relevant. And DDG, whether you like him or not, is pretty smart. There's a crowd that will say that DDG is always riding the wave of who's relevant, and to that, I'll just say he's really good at networking, especially as a creator who's been around for a while. In the future, he mentions that he'll do something similar for 30 days instead of 7.
I'm gonna go 30 days sometime.
30 days sometime?
I wanna do that shit in Miami.
I won't say I'm the biggest fan of DDG, I just give credit where it's due, and DDG is cooking right now, so all props to him. But that's all I gotta say about that. It's Fargo, and I'm out, man.